happen. His article on ESPN.com also states the discussions have also taken place between athletic director Brian Mackin and the school in a separation agreement. Other media sources, including USA Today and CBS Sports, are making similar reports. Later today, Clark sent a tweet from his personal account saying, "Contrary to news, we haven't heard any decision about our program. We are still fighting." We'll have more on reaction from this story later on in sports.
Okay, thanks so much, Lauren. We appreciate that. You know, as soon as the reports first came down via social media, people from all walks of life began sharing and responding to the news. It quickly led to a rally on the UAB campus. WIAT 42 News reporter Michael Oder is live on campus and brings us more student reaction to the fight to save UAB football.
Yeah, Natalie, the fight is on. Earlier this evening, students, fans, and alumni rallied right here on the campus green to show support for their UAB football program. Anywhere from fans to freshmen were carrying signs, and they were yelling cheers and chants as the UAB played along, all of it to show a very vocal showing of support for the UAB football program. In about 4 hours, hundreds of University of Alabama Birmingham students rallied on the campus green. Soon the crowd swelled to more than 1,000 students, fans, and alumni.
We've been there in drenching rain and cold and snow and watch them win and watch them lose, and we've just, you know, grown attached to this team. It's not like just some team, it's our team.
You know, putting that UAB jersey on every week is awesome, but it's not about the UA, it's about the B on there.
Blazer football players at the rally held signs showing their support and joining in with those around them to voice their concerns about the future of their program.
Go Blazers! With them breaking our program up, they're breaking our family up. They're taking my brothers from keeping them from playing with each other. Man, these guys have been here 3 to 4 years with each other, you know, grinding every night. Let's go Blazers!
Players we spoke with said it wasn't just fan support that keeps them working hard. They say their head coach, Bill Clark, led the charge.
For weeks, people have been telling us they're going to shut our program down, but we still practice harder than we ever have. We're playing the best football we have all year. Just for him, just him and the coaching staff to lead us like they do, you know, it means a lot.
It's just not fair to the players to tell them you're going to come to UAB and you're going to be a part of this program and it's going to stick with you forever, and then just pull the rug out from under their feet.
Now, we are hearing word about a march being organized in the morning to march to the administration buildings. Students and supporters want to let UAB President Ray Watt know exactly how they feel about the future of the UAB football program. For now, we are live on the UAB campus. Michael Loader, WIAT 42 News coverage you can count on.
The timeline of the UAB football program is short, mostly because the program has only been around for about 23 years. The program was founded in 1991 with Jim Hillier as the first head coach of the Blazers. By 1996, UAB was a Division I program and eventually joined the Conference USA in 1999. The program has only been to one bowl game. That was in 2004, the Hawaii Bowl, which the Blazers lost 40-59 to the Hawaii Warriors. The program has felt limited success, posting an all-time record of 118, 153-2, and struggled to attract fans to games over the past 2 months, though questions have surrounded the football program and whether or not it would survive. Be sure to stick with WIAT 42 News. We will continue to follow this developing story. It was definitely a nail-biter for both Alabama and Auburn fans last night in Tuscaloosa, but the Tide ended up the victors for this year's Iron Bowl. The Tide beat the Tigers 55-44 in the highest-scoring Iron Bowl ever. It didn't take long, though, for Alabama fans to get their Iron Bowl victory gear. Shirts with the winning score were printed as soon as the game was over. Fans packed into the Bama Fever Tiger Pride store today. This store in Patton Creek had a steady flow all day long. Store manager said they waited until the final seconds to start making shirts.
You know, we have a lot of hard workers, you know, across the state and in our Montgomery office, up all night printing shirts. They can't start obviously to the end of the game because it's got the scores on it, and Iron Bowls, you never really know that till the end.
She kept saying, "Don't say anything, don't say anything." When they started getting higher, "You're going to jinx it, you're going to jinx it, you're going to jinx it." I'm like, okay. I just calm down, calm down. My poor dog was going insane, hiding behind the sofa, thinking the world was going to come to an end. But it's just.
But at the end,
they did it. They did it.
The store manager says they are working hard to keep those shelves stocked. Well, the next stop for the Alabama is the SEC Championship. But if you want tickets to see the Tide in Atlanta, the secondary market, that's the way to go. Both schools are given 16,000 tickets to the game. Alabama's opponent, Mizzou, sold out their allotment Sunday morning. Alabama plans to divide up theirs with 12% going to students, 10% to former players, and 5% to faculty and staff. The rest will go to season ticket holders. Prices for the tickets to the SEC Championship game on secondary market have actually gone down since Friday, some of them by even $60 to $80. The face value of the tickets to this year's SEC Championship game is $100.
Well, we've already had quite a bit of cold weather, deep freezes, and, we've had the end of the regular football season for college football, and tomorrow's December 1st, but it certainly won't feel like it. Take a look outside right now during the 10:30 hour here. We're in the 60s, folks, 61 degrees. That south wind is to credit to it as well, and across central Alabama, we're looking very warm. We're in the 50s in Tuscaloosa, 56 in Clanton, 56 in Sylacauga. Your forecast stays in the 50s overnight, and yes, in the 60s in the morning. But I'm tracking rain for your Monday, even into Tuesday. We'll have details on that coming up.
State troopers, Leeds police officers, and Jefferson County Sheriff deputies are still on the hunt for a wanted man. It all started around 2 this afternoon when state troopers tried to pull over a man with felony warrants. That's when the man jumped out of his car and took off into the woods near the Southern Trace subdivision, which is not far from Bass Pro Shops in the Barber Motorsports Park. Police have not yet released a description of that suspect. A Birmingham man is now facing murder charges after a fatal domestic violence incident. 29-year-old Brandon Cole is charged with murder and is being held in the Jefferson County Jail on a $75,000 bond. Police were called out to a house on the 2300 block of South Park Terrace just after 4 a.m. Saturday morning. Investigators say Cole told him he'd gotten into an argument with his girlfriend earlier at another home on 11th Street Southwest. When officers went to that house, they found 29-year-old Crystal Rodriguez stabbed to death. Police are asking anyone with any additional information on this case to call Crime Stoppers at 254-7777. 2 people are dead after a vehicle crash in Greene County. 73-year-old Fred Smith and 60-year-old Judith Smith of Bessemer were both killed when the ATV they were riding was hit by a Cadillac Escalade last night. The accident happened on County Highway 20 north in Bolagie. The driver of the Escalade was not injured, but state troopers are still investigating this crash. And a man who was trying to cross the street is dead tonight after being hit by 3 different cars. Birmingham police say the man was struck on Cross Center Point Parkway North by an SUV last night. That vehicle then took off. 2 other cars also hit the man but stayed until police arrived at the scene. Police did track down the driver of the SUV. The victim is believed to be a man in his 30s but has not yet been identified. A strange story out of Georgia. A father was in court today to face charges after his son was found behind a fake wall. His son was reported missing 4 years ago. Gregory Jean was denied bond after being charged with false imprisonment and cruelty to children. The boy's stepmother and 3 other juveniles were also charged. Investigators say the boy went missing after a visit to his father's home back in 2010. The 13-year-old was reunited with his mother this past weekend. Police say he managed to get hold of his cell phone and called his mother. She then called police and led them to her son, who they then found behind that fake wall. Coming up next on WIAT 42 News at 10, the protests continue in Ferguson, Missouri. The officer at the center of the controversy resigns while the city severs its ties to him. Then it's the signal to the beginning of the holiday season, and we'll tell you how you can check it out. And Auburn defensive coordinator Ellis Johnson, he's out after losing to Alabama in the Iron Bowl. We'll have that story coming up later in sports.
And the cold weather is out too, and I'm tracking rain chances moving in for tomorrow. Will you need your umbrella and rain gear this week? And what about late this week? Are we going to see any Christmas type weather? WIAT 42 News at 10 continues its coverage you can count on.
Partnerships where the possibility of a bright future is right in front of you. It's the driving force behind hard work and long days. Forged with great skill and shown in the heart of the craftsman. Because at Renaissance Bank, the businesses we help build make us who we are. Renaissance Bank, greater service for business.
Visit Batteries Plus Bulbs today.
It's a great time to drop into Nissan for the 38 MPG Highway Altima, the 40 MPG Highway Versa Note, Sentra with 40 MPG Highway, and the 100% electric Leaf. The most fuel-efficient lineup in America is at Nissan now.
Right now, get up to $1,500 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers on select models.
Innovation that excites.
Shop ChooseNissan.com.
Kubota RTVs have been the best-selling diesel utility vehicles in North America for the past 10 years, and now they're even better. Introducing the new X-Series RTVs from Kubota. They're redesigned, rugged, and ready. Right now, get 0 down and 0% APR financing for up to 48 months during Kubota's Gear Up and Go sales event. See your local Kubota dealer today. For more information or to find a participating dealer, go to alabamakubotadealers.com.
Career focused, convenient, caring. Find your career at Herzing.
Herzing provided for me the flexibility and opportunity to get my undergraduate degree.
To find out more about how you can start your career, go to herzing.edu.
Career focused, convenient, caring. Start your career at Herzing.
Time is running out. The amazing Rooms to Go holiday sale ends Monday at 9 p.m. Save on the furniture you want and finance interest-free until January 2020. 2020, over 5 years from now. Get incredible prices on the sophisticated new Sofia Vergara collection, the latest from Cindy Crawford Home and iSofa. It's so easy and affordable. How can you resist? So hurry to the Rooms to Go holiday sale before it ends at 9 p.m. Monday.
Welcome to Levy's. Happy holidays from our family to yours.
Your local Ford dealer is a proud sponsor of WIAT 42 News.
The city of Ferguson, Missouri is moving forward without former police officer Darren Wilson, and the family of Michael Brown plans possible legal action. CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette has more from New York.
The mayor of Ferguson, Missouri says the city has severed its ties with former police officer Darren Wilson, and he's promising changes in the community.
Our number one goal is to bring together our police department and our community, to bridge the gap between those who feel there is a divide between them and law enforcement.
The mayor says Wilson will not receive any severance, including further pay or benefits. Wilson resigned Saturday, less than a week after a grand jury cleared him of any criminal charges for shooting and killing 18-year-old Michael Brown last August. Wilson's lawyer says his client decided to resign after the city's police chief told him there were threats of violence against the department and its officers.
And when Darrell was told that, he simply said, "That's enough," and it was time to resign.
The Browns say Wilson's resignation brings them no peace.
This was not unexpected news, I think, for the community or the family of Michael Brown Jr. We always felt Officer Wilson would do what was in his best interest, both personally and professionally.
He also says the Browns are still considering filing a civil lawsuit.
Shut it down!
About 100 protesters showed up at the Ferguson Police Department Saturday night after hearing Wilson resigned. One burned an American flag and 2 were arrested. More protests are planned for Monday. Wendy Gillette for CBS News, New York.
We've mostly seen pictures and videos showing the unrest coming out of Ferguson, but this picture shows there are some positive moments. This photo of a boy with tears streaming down his face hugging a police officer in Oregon has gone viral. Sergeant Brett Barnum simply says he was assigned to a protest in Portland when he noticed 12-year-old Devontae Hart holding a sign that said, "Free hugs." such a nice thing to see after seeing so much unrest. But another nice thing is it was a beautiful day, and I hear from good authority it's only going to get better. Our Ted McInerney in the Storm Track Weather Center.
Well, you're so far away I can't give you a hug, but I can tell you we are going to have some warm weather, maybe some rain to go along with it. But one thing is, closing today is the last day of hurricane season. Very quiet in the Atlantic. It was busy in the Pacific, but that's some good news. And tomorrow is December 1st. It's a new month, and it's the start of meteorological winter. Yeah, but it won't feel like it at all, I'll tell you that. Let's show you what we're tracking. A mild night ahead, much warmer weather. How about that? Much warmer weather. Get out and put up the Christmas lights this week because you won't have to wear any gloves. But you may get a little wet as far as northwest Alabama tomorrow with scattered rain showers in the picture. It is mild at this hour. 61 Birmingham, 56 in Coleman, 52 in Jasper, 53 over in T-Town. A little cooler Anniston at 48 degrees. Live right now over the Magic City. You can see a nice night, but it's 61 degrees, close to 11 o'clock at night. It's very mild. I think we'll take it to give the heaters a break. But when you send the little ones out to the bus in the morning, it will be mild. It's not really warm weather type jackets, but we'll watch out for patchy fog early in the morning, 58. Yes, you're seeing that right, 70 with a few showers possible, especially west and northwest Alabama tomorrow. I am tracking clouds moving in off the satellite picture. You can see that they're moving through Kansas, Oklahoma, into Missouri, even into Illinois. But what's going to happen here is this cold front that's off to the north is really not going to move fully through the south because we have a southerly flow bringing in that nice warm air. But there are showers that will break out ahead of this line as this cold front scoots off to the east very slowly, kind of becomes stalled out like a stationary front. So tomorrow morning will be warm, but we'll see clouds increase throughout the day. The rain comes in from the north and west. I'm just seeing really spotty showers. Not really a washout tomorrow, but a better chance for rain up in Marion County's Fayette as well as Winston and Walker County into Fayette, northern Tuscaloosa too. So here we are at 5 o'clock in the Futurecast. We have some light rain in northwest Alabama. It moves in through the evening hours tomorrow night. 11 o'clock on the Futurecast. Clouds and rain. Stick around for your Tuesday morning commute. Doesn't mean everybody's going to get rain, just real small specks across the map. So that's what we're looking at there. So 55 degrees tonight. Patchy fog, warm, and cloudy. That's not a bad night whatsoever. That's the low temperature. All right, so for the high tomorrow, I have 70 degrees. We do have patchy morning fog to deal with in the morning, but other than that, it should be warm, cloudy, with, again, a few showers better to the north and west of Birmingham. I look at your next 3 days. 70 with a chance for rain, especially in the afternoon and evening. In the morning on Tuesday, then we'll get some sunshine. Won't be too bad of days on Tuesday and Wednesday. Very lingering showers on Wednesday, 65. Thursday looks warm, 68 degrees, a few clouds. A decent shot at rain late on Friday. The model's now showing that coming in, and that'll linger through Saturday morning. If you're heading out to Atlanta for the SEC Championship, well, the good news is I can guarantee you there's not going to be any rain in the Georgia Dome, or else that would be big trouble, wouldn't it? All right, but other than that, it will be warm for tailgating and the drive out. All right, we have a brand new weather app. I want to make sure you go on your App Store and your Google Play and you download it because it's free. That's always good. We got hour-by-hour forecast, weather alerts, live interactive radar, video forecast. And the other thing is, if you leave and you go travel, you can plug into town or any zip code and get a forecast there too.
We got to love that because everybody wants to know the weather whenever they're traveling, especially with all the holidays coming up. There's going to be a lot of over the hills and through the woods to grab as we go.
You know it. You're getting it down.
You got it. Thanks so much, Ted. We appreciate that. And as Ted was saying about putting up the Christmas lights and everything, nothing says happy holidays quite like Christmas tree lighting ceremonies. Over the next few days, you're going to have a chance to attend quite a few across our area. Tomorrow, both Hoover and Pelham will host events. Hoover's tree lighting is at 5 p.m. in the evening in front of Hoover City Hall on Municipal Lane. At 6:30, Pelham will begin its event at the Pelham Civic Complex on Amphitheater Road. Both events are free to attend. And if you're in Birmingham, you can check out the Christmas tree lighting ceremony on Wednesday in Lynn Park. That ceremony begins at 5 o'clock with the tree lighting at 6, and there'll be plenty of music and even a visit from dear old St. Nick. All right, switching to sports, the regular season is over in college football, and now we have the hiring and the firing. It began, Lauren.
Yeah, Natalie, they call it the coaching carousel for a reason. It's always in rotation, and today it starts with Auburn defensive coordinator Ellis Johnson. Auburn head coach Gus Malzahn announced today after 2 years his defensive coordinator has been dismissed. This comes a day after the Tigers gave up 55 points to Alabama in the Iron Bowl. In a statement released by Auburn Athletics, Gus Malzahn said, quote, "At this time, I felt it was best for our program to make a change with our defensive coordinator. Ellis is a true professional, and I would like to thank him for his contributions at Auburn." All right, looking ahead, several reports came out to saying that the UAB football program would be shutting down this week and that athletic director Brian Mackin would be fired. There has been a strong reaction to this amongst the UAB community and amongst UAB athletes. Former Blazer running back Darren Reeves encouraged the city of Birmingham to participate in the football rally tonight via social media. Florida State coach Jimbo Fisher commented on the situation, saying, quote, "It is sad because UAB plays a big role in the Birmingham community." Coming up next, you're looking back, and we're also looking ahead. Last night, Alabama pulled off a 55-44 win over Auburn in the Iron Bowl. Melissa Kim gives us more reaction from the players.
Delivering breaking news that matters to you live as it's happening. Bringing you important news from where you live. Investigating what's happening, why it happened, and how it affects your family.
Giving you news that's straightforward and to the point. Asking the tough questions to get you answers.
It's coverage you can count on. WIAT 42 News.
It's only November.
Hi, Santa.
Hello, Claire.
Black Friday means sweet deals.
A new Ford with a $1,000 Amazon.com gift card.
It comes with almost any Ford you want. Everybody wants a new Ford.
A great way to start your holiday shopping.
Now through Cyber Monday, let Ford pay for your shopping. Get a $1,000 Amazon.com gift card plus up to $3,000 cash back on an Escape or an Edge during the Ford Black Friday sales event.
Hurry,
before they're all gone.
Taking care of your children is the most important thing in life. My husband had taken out a life insurance policy. I knew that my children were going to be provided for.
My sister and I both were able to go to college with the life insurance that my father had purchased from Alpha. And now I feel the need to protect my family the same way that my father protected us.
Joseph's got a policy with Piper now. That's 5 generations, all with the same agent. And Alpha's the only place we want to be.
For service and savings, call Alpha.
Put the lights on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put them on the tree. Put the lights on the tree.
What if you could prevent the spread of diseases by funding research? Change a life by giving a scholarship. Invest in the economy by creating more jobs, or fund knowledge that would change the world. The truth is, you can. The campaign for UAB. Give something, change everything. Let's do this.
Alabama Week.
5! Table 5. Auburn looking to make a run this year. 4! Pick it up! 4!
You can see on page 4.
3 times. 3!
The best coverage you've seen in the country.
Blocks!
Wake Up Alabama, waking you up and getting you on your way with everything you need to start your day off right. It's coverage you can count on. Bradford Health Services is a proud sponsor of WIAT 42 News.
A new chapter for the Troy football program has unofficially started. Former Kentucky offensive coordinator Neal Brown will be introduced as head coach of the Trojans tomorrow. He received a warm welcome this afternoon at the Troy airport.
This is a job I wanted as soon as I heard that Coach Blakeney has decided to step down. This is a job that I wanted. This is a job that I feel strongly about. A lot of ties back to Troy University. Like I said, this is where I got my start. Had a lot of success here the first 4 years, and it's our goal to get back there.
We'll hear from him more tomorrow. Now, time to crack open a cold one, a cold Coke Zero, that is. Our Coke Zero Player of the Week. No surprise and hard to disguise. He wears the number 9 and will soon be playing on Sundays. The Crimson Tide's Amari Cooper, he's already crushing up the receiving records at Alabama. Last night, he set an Iron Bowl record with 224 yards to keep the Tide's SEC and playoff hopes alive. Now, some bad news on the injury front. Left tackle Cam Robinson is dealing with an ankle and shoulder injury and is listed as day-to-day. Melissa Kim recaps the 79th playing of the Iron Bowl that will go down as another classic.
Another one for the record books in the Iron Bowl rivalry. Alabama and Auburn scoring a combined total of 99 points. That's the most that's ever been scored in an Iron Bowl. And the Tide guys say that it couldn't be more satisfying, especially after last year.
I can't lie. I mean, everybody thought about last year. That wasn't, you supposed to say that, but I mean, it was personal. It was the Iron Bowl and how we lost.
Some things didn't happen great for us last year, and we just want to come back and do it right for the seniors that left last year.
Alabama overcame adversity not just on the scoreboard, but mentally and emotionally as well.
They were driving a little bit, and we were starting to stop them a little bit, but then, doing that, it changed momentum. Then our offense went out handle what they had to handle, and it was big because that really kind of sealed the game.
Defense as a whole, we changed the momentum of the game. In the second half, it came down and buckled down, and we just made some plays, man, and we're able to close them out.
Overcoming adversity bodes especially true for quarterback Blake Sims, who told us that even after he had thrown 3 interceptions, he still believed in himself that he could lead this team. In Tuscaloosa, Melissa Kim, WIAT 42 Sports, coverage you can count on.
All right, thanks, Melissa. Now, the clock has run out on the 24-hour rule. Time now to look ahead to Missouri and the SEC Championship. But, of course, Nick Saban, he's already getting those questions about the college football playoff and if an SEC team should be represented regardless of Saturday's outcome.
I would think that somebody in our league qualifies to be one of the better 4 teams in the country based on the quality of the league and, the good teams that we all have to play.
On the topic of the playoffs, the Alabama volleyball team qualified for the NCAA tournament and will open up against Samford on Thursday. Congrats and good luck to the Tide and Bulldogs.
Thanks so much, Lauren. Well, Ted is back after the break with a final check in your forecast. Plus, the Thanksgiving weekend brings in fans hungry for more Hunger Games. We'll check out the box office numbers. You're watching WIAT 42 News at 10 with coverage you can count on.
Everybody was trying it. They said it was harmless, and it made you feel like you could do anything. I said, sure, why not? But nobody told me that one mistake would lead to becoming a drug addict with nowhere to go but down.
Bradford's proven treatment program has been helping adults and adolescents overcome addiction for more than 30 years. It's affordable, confidential, and only a phone call away.
I want my life back.
Mercedes-Benz winter event is back with the perfect vehicle that's just right for you, no matter which list you're on. Lease the 2015 E350 for $599 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer.
Have given children a chance.
It's a November to remember at Classic Suzuki Used Car Superstore in Birmingham. We're marking down prices on every vehicle in stock. Some vehicles as much as 50% off the original MSRP. Plus guaranteed credit approval. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. Every make, every model with payments as low as $149 a month. Some with no money down. Take immediate delivery and get guaranteed credit approval. And save thousands during the November to Remember sales event at Classic Suzuki Used Car Superstore, where you come first.
Where would we be without steak? In a cave somewhere, eating leaf and berry sandwiches? Celebrating anniversaries at a fancy kale house? Playing fantasy croquet? The scenarios are unsettling. Luckily for everyone, Arby's has plenty of USDA choice Angus steak on several sandwiches. It's a good time to be alive. Arby's, we have the meat.
Julie?
Wow, you look tired. I got up at 3 a.m. for Black Friday, but I saved hundreds. How'd you make out? I slept in, still saved thousands.
Why save hundreds when you can get a check for thousands? During the GMC Black Friday sales event, make your best deal on a GMC Sierra in stock the longest. Now get cash back for 20% of the MSRP. That's almost $9,700 back on this Sierra. Hurry, this offer ends December 1st.
And a final check of our weather forecast. Again, it's going to be a mild night and a very mild morning, but we're tracking rain for tomorrow afternoon, especially in West Alabama. Want to give you a quick sneak peek at the SEC tournament or championship in Atlanta. Well, you know, it's going to be warm, 60 for tailgating, and warm after the game, just a little bit cooler. I can guarantee you inside the dome, though, it will be 70 degrees, maybe give or take a couple of degrees.